Hello, my friend, and welcome back to your daily dose of Broodwar. Here we have Light versus Killer. Killer down in the bottom left, of course, and Light in the top left. I have a little mini series here for you guys. I won't say how many games, as usual, not to spoil you. But we've got some games to go through. Killer, a fantastic, aggressive Zerg player. Not quite at the level of Light, but he may be able to take some games. You know, that's the thing about aggressive Zergs, especially in this matchup. That early aggression or that, timing attack can really pay off, especially against a player like Light, who is very macro-oriented. He's a player who likes to play safe and get into his mid-game where he's very powerful and sturdy. But if you can tip him off balance in the early game, maybe you can take a quick win here as Killer. We'll have to see. Starting with the supply depot here at the front. This is interesting on Retro. Putting the supply depot right there. Instead of, I would think right there would be better. But I guess if you're going to put the barracks here, this is funny. This really looks like you could walk over this. But since there's some rock here, that's not actually passable terrain. And you can put your barracks there. That's going to be a tight wall. One more supply depot right there. Should make this a Ling tight wall at the front. A lot of chatter here at the beginning. Maybe I'll put a snippet. Actually, I don't have the seawall GG page for this. I can take a look later. I might put the translation of this conversation up. But we'll see. Wall in here going to come down. 12 pool at Killer's natural. Throwing down the spawning pool. I guess if you put the spawning pool here on this map, I guess it doesn't speed up this drone. I thought it would, but maybe in this position it actually doesn't. I haven't tested this out, at least not recently. So we're just going to have the pool over here on the right-hand side. Maybe it actually speeds up the drone mining like this. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. Very interesting placement. It's like almost in the way of the drones, but not quite here at the natural gas. And so a layer will start right as the SCV gets in there. Perfect scouting information for Light. He's going to move out with a couple of Marines. That is going to be scouted by Killer. Killer here popping a couple of Lings. He knows he needs Lings to defend these Marines. And as soon as the Lings are spotted, Light going to head on back home with that drone that was scouting around the map. I guess it scouted bottom right and top right. And then it's going to come all the way back home. Killer a little bit slow sending his drone there, but it's fine. Trying to micro and kill this SCV as quickly as possible is very important. You do want to get on top of that and get rid of it really, really soon here. Not only because you might want to throw down some sort of sneaky tech, but also you might just want your opponent to not know that you're throwing down sneaky tech or not. All right, there's the 2.5 hatch, third hatch here in the main base. If you guys don't know what 2.5 hatch is, there's like there's a build called 2 hatch where you just play 2 hatches and then you get your spire. There's a build called 3 hatch where you go 3 hatches and then you get your gas. And there's 2.5 hatch where you get your gas, you get your layer, then you get your hatch, then you get your spire. So that's the 2.5 hatch. There's many different variations about when you actually get this hatch, but it all depends on how the early game went, how many early Lings you need to make, that sort of thing. So there are variables to consider. And on the side of Light, very standard play here, going for the barracks, 2 barracks. Push out across the map. He will force a sunken at least, maybe even a second, and he will. Second sunken does start. Coming in for a bit of a counterattack here, going to deal some damage to the supply depot, but really quick moves by Light to repair that. And his Marines will keep moving. That move was actually intended to slow down Light here, to stop his Marines from moving across the map. But he's actually going to get here just in the nick of time, right as these sunken colonies are finishing. Ling's going to come from behind. He actually gets 1 kill. That's a big kill right there. And the sunken colony will finish. That was a really nice move by Killer, actually. Getting that Marine on the backside. Slows down Light just enough in his push there. It looked like he was going to break through, but good moves by Killer. Buying time for that second sunken colony. Will be sending his overlords down to the bottom left-hand corner. Some people like to put their overlords down here. Some people like to put their overlords down in the bottom left. I'm not sure what is the best. One thing that I've recently realized that I should have obviously known about a long time ago is that if you burrow 1 Ling, or any unit, in fact, any burrowable unit, and you place it in a hotkey with the Midas, it works just as well as having an overlord. So that's something I didn't know, but it's something that I have been utilizing, especially when the opponent goes for mech play. When the opponent goes for mech, burrow is very, very strong. And if you're just going to go mass muta, you can have, you know, 2-3 muta groups all utilizing the same burrowed Ling, 1 burrowed Ling to micro with, which is pretty darn strong. You also want to get overlord speed in those mech games because a lot of mines are going to be thrown out around the map. So something interesting to consider, definitely mixing that into my own play, but probably not something we'll see here. Lurker aspect on the way. I didn't see a Queen's Nest coming down, but you know, this Lurker play, it could be for that third base in the bottom right-hand corner. He might want to put on pressure and like try to run it up. Lurkers up to the front and break in if he's managed to kill enough Marines. He's focusing more heavily on actually fighting the Marines right now, which is something that Light will be taking into consideration. If he was, for instance, over here hitting the SCVs, it's a totally different game and a totally different game plan than if he's here battling with the Marines the entire time. And the Marines are going to start to move out. This will be the point where Killer wants to actually fight this. Take some damage from those turrets in the main. And a Queen's Nest is here on the way. Marines are trying to move out right now, taking their time, moving across the map. Gonna come and hit this from behind. Again, not a great swipe here from Killer. Not able to get any Marine kills thus far. Marines have, you know, gone largely unpursued, undamaged. And 1 Marine gonna make its way down to the bottom right-hand corner. We've got 1 Hydra on the ramp for that block, and this Marine will not be able to get up there, but now he knows. He knows that there is a base up there, which is important information, and there are lurkers as well. Hive is on the way. A pretty normal transition here from Killer, although he hasn't really done much with these mutas at all thus far. Looks like he's actually going to go across the map and try to dive into the main base. I think that's what we're going to see here now. Now that he's got lurkers and he's got overlords over top of them to hold, he's got lurkers over here as well. It's time for a dive into the main base, kill a bunch of SCVs, and slow down the Terran while we transition here into our next stage. The Marines are going to come up here and target down the Queen's Nest. Queen's Nest being lost is not really a big deal, and I'm surprised to see Killer moving back these mutas right now. That is a shocker. I really thought that he was going to go in and try to dive here. There's only 3 turrets in the main. You come in, you kill a turret, or you can fly up here and start harassing. He's going to go for it now, but this is long delayed. Got 2 lurkers under this, couple eggs. Their overlords are blocking, so you can't really easily target them. I think it's fine to go across the map right now, but he's really being tentative about it. And a tentative Killer is not the Killer that I was expecting to see here. I really thought he was going to be going wild, you know, diving in, killing off lots of SCVs, you know, really taking his Mutalisk limit to the limit. His Mutalisk control to the limit, excuse me. But in this case, he's just going to sit back, get his Defiler's mount, get his 3rd gas online, Nidus Canal on the bottom right. I think this plays right into the hands of Light here, personally. I really feel like this is exactly the type of game Light wants to play. And these mutas have done hardly anything. They're going to end up coming up against some Irradiate here very, very soon. There's the Irradiate. It's ready. Oh no, the Irradiate's upgrade's not done. He's got the energy. There it is. It just finished. Is he gonna pull out? Oh, buddy. Killer. Oh, no, killer. Oh, killer. That's a lot of damage. So these mutas really did nothing this game, and they're gonna continue to do nothing because they have no HP. This is a rough situation for Killer, but he's got the third. He's got Lurker. He has Defiler. He will be able to survive for now, and we'll see how he progresses in this game and what kind of tools will our Terran player pull out here in order to pull him apart. A Wraith is being produced. That's going to be for killing these Overlords. I don't see much other point in building a Wraith. I'd much rather have a Science Vessel, actually. A little bit funny to see him building that. He's trying to put one Muta over top of this Lurker stack here so that the Lurkers can't be broken, so they can't be irradiated. Let's see if he can get it. Oh, D-Matrix. D-Matrix on this. Is Killer paying attention? He has to target this side here. He's not targeting. He's targeting the D-Matrix. Unfortunately, the D-Matrix is going to pay off massively here. Light breaks up onto the high ground, and that's just about GG right there. I don't think he's going to be able to save this. All of the Scourge go down. There goes the Nidus Canal, and Killer is out of here. Wow, that is unfortunate. Had he targeted those Lurkers onto the incoming Marines, it would have been much, much closer, but unfortunately, the D-Matrix play works out. That's why it's so strong. That's why it's such a good play. Even without the Fire Bats, you can still break ramps like that. Of course, if he had not targeted the D-Matrix Marine and he targeted on the ramp, maybe all the Marines would have died instantly. Well, not instantly, but after just a few volleys, and this would have been a very different game. However, Light takes game number 1. Killer gets knocked out. Let's hope he can put up a better performance here in game number 2. All right, quite a lot of chatter here in game number 2 once again. And guys, before we get into this one, just want to say a quick shout out to all of you who have subscribed to the channel recently, and those of you who have been along with us for the entire time. 5K subs, guys. We've just reached that milestone. Really appreciate each and every one of you who supported throughout this journey, throughout this kind of epic task of trying to keep this game alive through passion alone, basically. And daily uploads have been a thing that's really grown this channel a lot. So all of you guys who are watching the Daily Dose series, really appreciate you. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. And I hope you'll continue to enjoy it in the future. And if there's more things that you want me to add to this, if there's other ideas you have, you know, we've got the translated text, we've got picture-in-picture now. We've got a whole lot of different features that have come about as this series has progressed. And if you've got other ideas, make sure to let me know. I'm always looking for ways to improve these casts and the viewing experience for you guys, in hopes that this will continue to be one of your favorites. You keep coming back for more. And we can get some more people on board too. I want to hit that 10K mark at some point. We're at 5K today. I mean, we were around 2K last year. So we've already doubled in size. But we're looking forwards, onwards and upwards, boys. Here we go into game number 2. Killer getting another 12 hatchery. 12 hatch, 12 pool. Another drone. And then into the gas. This is looking like a 2.5 hatch build. Not like a super optimized 2 hatch play. On a very optimized 2 hatch play, you're going to go for the 12 hatch and then immediate 11 pool. And then 10 gas. And that's not going to give you enough money to get that hatchery, but you're going to have enough to get your mutas out with the bare minimum number of drones to just continuously produce mutas and overlords when it's ready. But in this case, he's going to be a little bit slower getting that gas. The mutas will be delayed just slightly, but he will have that money available a little later on for the switch in order to get the 2.5 hatch operational. Get that third hatchery in the main. And now 2 Marines are sitting out here in front of the natural. We've got 2 Lings, and another 2 are about to pop. 2 Marines coming up here. 2 Lings can take that on, but as the 3rd Marine comes, he will need another 2 Lings, and he does have 2 more sets, in fact. 6 Lings are going to be available here soon. Here comes the Marines. As the Lings pop out, Light should head home, but this is already too late. He can catch this. Okay, he's not gonna chase. The 3rd Marine there might be a little dicey, especially with an SCV as well. Waiting for the Ling speed. 6 Lings now. 6 Lings versus 4 Marines is still a winning fight for the Zerg players. So you can see Marines just backing up. SCV here gonna chill on this bridge, perhaps? No. Another couple Lings pop out. This is too many Lings, actually. He's gone up to 8. That was quite a bit of pressure from Light, but I think 6 is still gonna be fine. I mean, do we have 6 Marines versus 6 Lings? Maybe 8 is okay, actually. 8 might be all right. Might be a good number to take that fight. Here we go. Ling speed's about to finish. He's going to go across the map. He should be able to catch this Marine if he sends these directly, and he will. There it is. Marine going to die here for free. It's a bit of a little bit of a win here for Killer. He's going to catch the SCV as well. SCV goes down without getting any more scouting information. 1 Ling did fall. We've got the hatchery and the spire being thrown down right now, so that 2.5 hatch is in effect. Oh, he kept that Marine? That Marine lived? Oh my god. That's not very lucky. Let's see if he goes in here. Ooh, he's going to go in. He's going to go for this. That's a lot of Marines, but a lot of Marines with no medic support, and this is quite a few Lings. This is great for Killer. He's going to get so many kills on these Marines, realizing that Light was being a little bit too greedy, trying to slow him down with the constant Marine move outs, and he was making 2 medics. Oh my god, Light is in a lot of trouble right now. The 2 medics pop out. If he'd stayed in this wall, man, he would have easily crushed this, and the Lings would have done nothing, but he's lost so many SCVs now. This is a great move by Killer, and it's going to net him a big advantage here in this game. So many SCVs have gone down. Light is in a terrible position now, and 6 mutas are on the way. Doesn't even have 1 Marine. He's built a fire bat. Oh, Light is in so much trouble. He's got to build turrets right now, and a lot of them. He's got a bunker on the way. He's going to have to put all his Marines in there. Does he even have range? I doubt it. He's building 5 turrets at the same time. That's how desperate of a situation it is right now. He needs so many turrets to be able to hold on to everything. He needs to get that SCV to work. He has so few SCVs right now. He's actually just 3 workers ahead of his opponent, but most of his workers are not most, but a lot of his workers are building things right now, including turrets. They're not prepared. Are not actually mining at this point. Another turret going. Look at how many turrets he's got to build. He realizes his position. He has to survive right now. That is his main priority. Just live. He's sending out the fire bats. They're just going to draw some mutas away for a bit. It's going to buy some time to get some more turrets out at least. Maybe he does have range. Does he actually have range right now? I actually didn't see that getting researched. Feels like a bit early if he already had that. I think he's just in such a desperation mode. He's not really thinking about it. Has enough turrets to slow everything down. Has enough turrets to stop anything from coming. And look at this. Perfect decision here by Killer. He's got, you know, just 7 mutas. Not a lot. Building a couple more, but he's going to transition immediately. Throwing down Evolution Chamber and Hydralisk Den. That's showing just how confident he is right now. He doesn't even need the Queen's Nest yet. He doesn't need to go directly to Hive, but wants to get the Evolution Chamber rolling. There's the range upgrade. So range finally coming in here. Light hasn't taken any further damage, but he's allowed the Zerg player to drone very heavily because he's had to be so defensive here with so many turrets. And Killer's been so liberal with the number of drones that he's able to produce. Plus his teching is very good. This is going to be very rough for our Terran player. I think he's going to go Lurker. and run up to the front and try to like break down, or maybe try to go on the bunker or something like that. Light should be moving out relatively soon. Maybe get a couple more barracks going here. He went into a factory, getting his tech options open. 2 more barracks going to come down. He will have that 4-Rex here pretty soon. But we're still very far behind as Light. He is kind of in a desperate situation, adding on his starport right now. I wonder if he's going to go... Okay, so they got 1 starport on the way. He's going to go tank. Tank and 1 vessel? Or tank dropship? What is he going to do here? He's going to try something. See if he can make something happen. Killer being very conservative with his mutas. He's got the full 11, but he's not being, you know, aggressive with them too much at all. Gonna catch this Marine, and he's got lurkers here, morphing in the middle of the map. Gonna come forward, I think, and just contain Light for now. Push him back. And, you know, just take a more aggressive stance on the map. There's some overlords popping. We should get some of these larvae into production pretty soon. A bit funny not to see those not actually working here right now. Okay, maybe a hold position lurker play. That could be something. Gonna come in and harass the mineral line. Hope that Light tries to move out. Maybe Light will try to go out on the map here. Coming in, gonna try and slow down this transition into Science Vessel. Mutas are gonna take this fight. Start to pick off a few Marines. He's running the Marines around. He knows that he's got them kind of trapped up against the wall here. Ooh, Mutas are dying in mass number. He's gonna go after this turret. We'll be able to get it. Oh my god, nice repair there. The Mutas will take a lot of damage on the way out. Getting 1 last Marine, but failing to push the Marines to go out onto the map. The Marines have all headed back home. And they're just going to sit and wait here in the natural. Yeah, we don't have any kills on any of these, hey? Yeah, I didn't miss anything. Lurkers here at the front, containing our Terran player. Light is a scary, scary guy, but from this position, it should be Killer's game to lose. If he makes a really big mistake here, maybe Light can take some sort of win, but Defiler Mound coming. We've got Lurker, we got Muta, Ling, lots of Hydras popping. Good drone saturation. He's above saturation. He's got more drones than there are SCVs right now, which is very, very good. He's going to come in, get the lurkers down as close as he can to this natural. Try to go after the Science Vessel. No, he cannot. Trying to get closer. Maybe in range of that tank. He does get 1 tank, but now he's actually got to back up. And there's an opportunity here for Light to push out. Light going to push out. Maybe get this lurker. Oh, lurkers get caught on each other. 1 lurker does go down. A little bit of space now for Light. He's going to load up a dropship. Lotto ship here going to be sent across the map. We'll see what kind of damage that can get done. We have really good vision all around the map here, all around the Terran base. There's only 1 pocket of vision missing here that I can see. But this is, I mean, this is a good guess. He's going to send it around this side. I wonder if he turns it right here or if it goes all the way down. I think it's going to run right into this Overlord. Let's see if he spots it. Is he going to find this? Looks like he did. He's sending the Mutalisk down to catch that drop. And I don't think Light's going to get too much out of it. It's all the way down here in the bottom corner. Killer, are you going to be able to find it? Lurkers here being pushed back. Dropship in bad position. It's going to get caught. There it is. Oh, but he's pushing forward right now. Dark Swarms here. Lurkers and Lings pushing forward. Looks like the drop did get off, but a lot of Lings are going to be sent down with the Mutas to clear this out. That should be going down here. Meanwhile, the Defiler did get finished off by the Science Vessel, by the Irradiate. We've still got a group here to handle any counterattack. If the Lurkers try to run into the natural. Great Irradiate there on the high health Lurker, and he might be able to stop the 4th. See if he can get over there and stop that. I don't see any upgrades for the Hydras coming, so it's not Hydra's Defiler. He wants to get into he wants to get into Ultra eventually. You can see he's still cranking out these attack upgrades. And armor, of course, is going to be on the way as well. The plating. Oh my god. Not chitinous plating, sorry. Carapace running on top of all of this with the Lings. My goodness, these Lings just ripping everything apart so quick. Yikes. Scary, scary Lings. Just smashing through those Marines. That's not something you see every day. Just pure Ling beating pure Marine medic. But with these good upgrades and the adrenal gland being finished, it's pretty darn strong. He doesn't have the attack upgrade. This is actually going to get really bad for Light here very soon because this armor upgrade is going to finish up a long time before the attack upgrade for the Marines does finish. So that's going to be painful. Gonna go ahead and consume. Try to throw down another Dark Storm. He does get one more. But the Marine medic group is gonna move around this right-hand side and maybe get into position. But here comes the Defiler into the natural. This is like almost death here for Light. If the Defiler gets here with the Dark Swarm, he is gonna get that. Lurkers here. GG. Light taps out. Killer takes this game. Wow. From the beginning here, Killer in a dominating position. He manages to finish off Light. No small feat. Even with a good position in the early game, taking down Light is very, very difficult. Very hectic. But catching that drop was a huge play. Making Light think that he was going to go all in with Muta after that early, after the early damage, after killing off all the a ton of SCVs and killing a lot of Marines there. He thought he was going to go for the kill, and Killer was not afraid to just sit back and say, well, you go ahead and over defend and I will tech up, get into a really good position with a lot of drones and take you on in the late game. Something that many Zerg players are going to be frightened to do, taking on Light in the late game is no small feat, to be sure. So Killer feeling that confidence, able to take out Light, at least taking one game off of him. And that's all the series that I have for you today, guys. Just 2 games here between Killer and Light, though I will be looking out for more. Hope to see you in the next video, guys. Peace.